Good evening, everybody. So before get into technical perspectives and as our speaker Mukesh Kumar Rao starts, so I'll be giving a small introduction about what he is doing and his experience and his expertise in the field of cybersecurity. Okay. So Mr. Mukesh Kumar Rao, thank you so much for accepting our offer to speak in this place for our community people and the community of cybersecurity. Mr. Mukesh Kumar Rao, who currently serves as a security consultant at ASM Technology, and he has an impressive track record of providing cybersecurity training and webinars. I think for last 5 years he started giving this training, and more than 10,000 plus students he have trained through his knowledge. And he has like a wide variety of knowledge in the field of cybersecurity, especially cloud infrastructure, all these things, and his expertise will be truly invaluable for the people who gonna listen to this webinar throughout the end. So I'm requesting everyone stay till the last because this will be more informative for your cybersecurity career. I think the people who are here has two reasons. Either they are too much interested in cybersecurity and they are planning to start their career in cybersecurity, and the people who are already in cybersecurity they want to upskill their career. I guess so. uh, yes, no, that's all about our speaker and the more technical part he will be explaining. And if you know me, that's well and good, and you are following our page, Razz Security. People who don't know me, I'm Abhinash. I'm CMO at Razz Security. Let's get into the actual webinar. Hello, Mukesh. Good evening.
Hi everyone. I think it's audible. Thanks, Avinash, for the introduction. Yeah. So I think it's audible to everybody. I hope. Great. So let me share my screen. Okay. So I think it's visible, everyone. Okay. Great. So yeah, this we can share. Yeah. Now I think it's visible to everybody. Okay. So once again, good evening all from my side and as well as from Razz Security Academy. So this is a one topic that I have taken regarding the SIM solution that we have to deploy, and we do the lots of real stuffs. Maybe some of our very beginner totally don't know anything about the cybersecurity. That is not an issue because I will cover some of the basic things, and this is mainly a part of blue teaming part, like how to do defend if any kind of attack is happen on real time, what kind of steps that you have to follow. That are the things we're going to do with some practical exposure also. Okay, so I just need to know that if anybody is working professional, they can say yes, and the person who are still learning or they are in beginning stage in cybersecurity, they can say no. So I can get a little idea about the audience. You can say yes or no. I can just check. Yeah, we are getting lots of no, mid-level little bit. Okay, so I think maximum are totally beginner, correct? Okay, no problem. I will take lots of questions in the end of the topic, then we will cover. So we'll give you whatever the questions or query you have in that part. Okay, so let's jump and see that what are the things that we will cover today. I think you heard about cloud computing and cloud technology. So we are covering a little bit overview about the AWS cloud, then same solution, and a little bit about the career perspective in terms of blue teaming or SOC profile. That can be main motive for the session today. Okay, so you cannot become an expert in one day. It will take time, as I also working on lots of stuffs, learning new things, and every day something new is coming in industry or in terms of technology. So to defend that thing, we need to learn continuously in our whole journey of the cybersecurity. Correct. So that are the things we will cover parallelly. A little introduction about myself. So currently I'm working as a security consultant at ASM Technology and focusing more into the offensive areas, how to do pen testing, how to do web VAPT and assessment part, hacking stuff mainly. But parallelly, I do little bit research on the back end, how to defend that thing to deployment and configuration, and given lots of presentation and speakers at different venues. So that's all. Maybe you can connect in future in my LinkedIn. I will share it for any doubt or any help is needed in terms of your career perspective, tools that you don't understand, anything you can feel free to connect with me. So let's jump the first part. I am a little bit in a story mode that I will present. So let me hide this meeting controls. Yeah. So the first part is the cloud. That is a one part. Okay, so cloud area is in a booming area, and you will get lots of job opportunities in terms of cloud computing and cloud security job roles. So today we are just taking a one platform. Little bit we will discuss about what is cloud is, and what is AWS is mean, what are the services they are giving. So if anybody doing work in that part, let me know, or anybody have any experience or they have learned little bit, anything. So I think no one has have idea about the cloud or cloud part, as I didn't get any response yet. Okay, no problem is there. So let me now explain little bit about the basic about cloud, what actually cloud is, and what is the benefit we are getting in terms of. So these are the some features that AWS providing you. Mainly, if you say you have hardware computing powers like RAM, memory, storage, laptop, you can able to access through internet whatever the work you want to do. But let's suppose you want to require more computing power, more RAM or storage, so that you cannot afford, because we need to buy, we need to invest. That is a part we call as infrastructure on-premise platform. But think about as a company perspective or organization perspective, there we require huge amount of financial investment. Then only you can buy multiple laptops, computers to give employees to do work, as well as you have to maintain that all infrastructure in terms of security perspective, in terms of network management and administrative management part. Okay, same thing you can do on offline setup mode in server and that part, but you require a continuous monitoring, maintenance, electricity, power backup is needed. So multiple tasks is there that will become little complex if you're working as a administration level, or you working as a network admin or IT admin. Correct. But the same thing can be also we can get from the cloud vendors like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. We have then we have OpenStack Cloud for private services. We have cloud. We have Digital Ocean is there, and multiple different cloud vendors are available. Correct. So these are the service provider. What they do, they will maintain the infrastructure and maintenance part from their end, and it can be at any place. Mainly we call it as a data center, because actually we don't know where our personal data is in store. If you take example of everybody have Gmail ID, and there we get access of 15 GB storage on Google Drive. So there you can upload your personal document, upload movie, you can share, or you can share your photos also that is come into the Google Photo. So that is all a small storage that you have. Okay, so that is we have to work on it. So that is a one part which is Google is providing you as a free service, 15 GB as a storage. But let's suppose if you want more storage, you have to buy the subscription. Same thing with cloud computing also. If you want some access, some services, they are providing on a remotely basis. Directly you can access your personal stuffs and lots of things you can do. So there you can have the access of server, you have access of networking, you have access of storage, remote computing you can manage multiple things. Now it is added like AI ML integration to do practicals and deployment part. You can also work on the robotics computing power, because that thing cannot be built on a local system. Correct, because it required more computing power. So it's easy to get a cloud service, and there you can do lots of stuff. And the bus, some benefit you can take, that as much you use that particular time period only you have to pay. It's not like you have buy one time and you have to pay every day or every monthly basis. So let's suppose if you have high computing power, you are building some 3D gaming or some 3D graphic. So for a specific project, you can take service from cloud for 1 month or 2 months. After that, you can cancel that subscription or cancel that resource. Okay, so that's how the cloud is actually work. It have multiple features. Okay, so that is all about cloud. Now, if I can showcase you the dashboard also of AWS. So something like this, AWS console look like. Okay, and here you will see all the services that is provided by AWS. Similar kind of you also get on Azure, that is by Microsoft, and Google Cloud is there. Okay, apart from that, some other companies also providing cloud services. So depending on your resource and whatever your requirement is, you can use. So very common that we use the called EC2, that is a virtual machines that we want to run. Right now, maybe you are working on Kali Linux or Ubuntu for learning Linux operating system, so that we run on local system on virtual machines. Correct. Like we can have the something like this VirtualBox or VMware we can use. So there we can run, but it also require a specific RAM or storage so that you can run multiple operating system. Let's suppose you only have 8 GB RAM. So maybe you can run two parallel operating system, uh, giving 1 or 2 GB of RAM specific purpose. But after that, if you want to run 3 or 4 virtual machine, it will be difficult because we cannot run as RAM and resources is limited in our local system. So maybe you can go to cloud, run there, do some practical steps or do some infrastructure setup, and that can be manageable on online also. So these are the benefits that we get from cloud part. Right now you can see I am running 3 operating systems here. Different part, we have window machine, then we have Linux 2 machine. Depending on the configuration, you can use it. Okay, so that's all about the cloud and their features. Of course, it's a pay as you go service. That means the time period that much you use, only that much payment that you have to do. After that, you can cancel at any time, and security features are available. Okay, so that is also divided into 3 part, like infrastructure as a service, cloud, we have platform as a service, and then we have software as a service. So depending on your service perspective, you can take any service from the any cloud provider. Right now we are focusing on AWS, so that are the features we have. Okay, so I think let's move further. Any doubt before we can move there? So I can take few questions. I think now it is clear like what actually cloud is all about. Okay, so anybody have any doubt, you can ask. You can just share the message on the chat. I will just take 1 or 2, then we can move further. Okay, so nobody have any question till yet? Okay, so good. I think everybody is clear. Yeah. So next part is about the SIEM solution. This is a main part of SOC part, that stand for Security Operations Center. And there what we do, we will defend and do real time management part of any kind of incident is happen or any kind of cyber attack is going to happen on real time. So that protection we do, that particular field we call as a Security Operations Center, or if we are working on network part, so that will call as a Network Operations Center. Okay, so in which we have one solution that we call as SIEM. So it is stand for Security Incident and Event Management. So what actually it is all compromise of, it will do a real time event part. Like it can be any kind of attack that coming on your laptop, on your endpoint devices, or on your server, that will be collected, and on a centralized system it will be showcased. So let's suppose we have a organization of 300 employees. They have multiple different departments like HR department, finance department, software development, IT security, admin, or some financial marketing departments are available. So they all are working in different sectors, but their whole system should be connected on a centralized server, so that we can capture the logs, capture the events, and we can able to see that what kind of activities they are doing. It's called the centralized monitoring. Now that all things we will collect and monitor on a one platform that we call as a SIEM solution. We can take example, maybe if you heard about tools called Splunk, IBM QRadar, ArcSight is there, like multiple. These are the paid vendors, softwares we have. So there what we do, these are the things we do actually on real time. Log analysis is very important, like all the logs. So whichever activity you are doing in your system, that all monitor in your local system. Let's suppose you log in your system at a specific time, you log out, you download some software, you install some application. So all the activities is monitor and stored in your local laptop. If I can showcase you, so if you go in your Windows system, if you are using, so something we call as an event viewer application is available, this thing. Okay, so here you can see all the events, all kind of activities that you have done. It is already registered here. Maybe you have deleted some file. Maybe you have, you install some application after doing some kind of activity. So all that information you store here actually. And that is also divided in some different part like, Windows logs, application and services. Okay, so if you go window log, you can see it is again categorized in some different categories like application based activity, what you have done. Okay, so if I showcase you some of the, let me showcase. So here you can see application control. So something is related to Docker I have run. So if you go and double click on that particular event, so there you will see that some activity I was performing, I was running, but it is blocked by main administrative perspective. So this event is kind of alert generated by the Sophos system, that is the endpoint security. It's a kind of firewall, you can say, that it is generated. Okay, and if you go in detail, you will get all the location in this like system information. And even you can see at which specific time the event or the activities perform. So that's how we can identify any kind of thing. If you go to the security part alerts, so whenever Microsoft window firewall is scanning your files or any kind of virus attack in your laptop or system, so all that activities are monitored here. So let's suppose you can see something window security have generated part. So you will see that it is accessed by admin user. You can have that root user access, and the timing part also you can see at what timing it was accessed, that thing. So this is all we call as a logs. Whatever the activity you do, it will be monitored and collected here. But this is for a one system. But let's suppose you have to monitor 300 employees system remotely. Right now you can monitor your single systems. That's the thing. So for that only, this same solution help you a lot. Okay, because it's a centralized system that will give you a real-time alert, user monitoring on a specific part. It will create you a good dashboard that I will showcase in the later. And multiple things we can do, like monitoring, compliance part, objective, that are the things we do in SIEM technology. Okay, so I got some messages. Let me check. Okay, these are some general questions I will take later on. Okay, so that is all about the SIEM part, which are the main features we have. Okay, some of the open source tools that you can take and do practice if you want to grow your career in terms of SOC profile or SOC analyst profile. So these are the open source tools you can download in your system that support Windows as well as Linux operating system also. And then you can learn, monitor network traffic, any kind of attack you want to do. You can take example of SNOT. So it works as an IDS, that is network intrusion detection system. So you can configure the policies and rules. And whenever you want to attack any system by the help of Kali machine, it will give alert. Similarly, you can use Splunk. Splunk is a enterprise tool, but they will give you 16 days of free monitoring purpose experiment that you can do and set up. It's very easy. Lots of documents are already available in their official site. Today we will take example of Wazuh, how to do, what are the features are available, and what are the main key feature we have. Okay, so let's move. This is the architecture about the Wazuh. Okay, so Wazuh work in two different parts. The first part is called the server, where all the agents, which we call as the endpoint devices. So agent, you can refer as your single laptop or single host system. It can be Windows, it can be Linux, or it can be Mac operating system. Okay, so that is we call as an agent that we will install a small application. It will collect all the logs from that event manager. Just I showcase you in Windows, correct? It will collect and send to the main Wazuh server. Okay, so from there it will collect all the part. So that's how 300 employees who are working in a small industry that we can monitor at centralized platform. Okay, multiple things we do in SOC part, but this is the one approach of Wazuh, how it is work. Okay, after collecting that was all the information, it will display on the ELK stack that we call as Elastic stack with the Kibana dashboard. Okay, so this is maybe little bit difficult for the very beginner purpose who are totally new in this field, but that's how it's work actually. Okay, so I can showcase you. The basic principle of Wazuh is that it will use for a real-time monitoring purpose and deal with the real-time kind of any attack is happen or any kind of activities is happen in your endpoint devices. Endpoint devices means remotely you are working on some system, any kind of attack is happening in your system. So from the Wazuh server, I can check on real time and I can block that particular IP or block that software or maybe delete that particular software at the same time so that your system should be secure. That's how in an organization we use SOC services, because individually we cannot go on each system and monitor. That cannot be possible. Okay, so that's a feature, and these are some key feature we have in Wazuh, like log analysis, intrusion detection, file integrity monitoring. File integrity monitoring means any kind of modification is done without taking a permission of admin or root access. Okay, any kind of restriction is there, we have just modified the file permission. So that activity you can get from here. Vulnerability detection is just kind of any kind of DOS attack or any kind of web application attack is happening on your web server. So that alert you will get it from Wazuh. So that's how the thing is actually work. And let's see the dashboard here. So I have launched the Wazuh agent, uh, that is window, and this is a Linux, and this is a SIEM solution that we call as a Wazuh that is running. So it is running on cloud right now. Okay, so if you want to do practice, you can install on local system also. Okay, all the documentation is available on the wazuh.com, or you can use the subdomain doc.wazuh.com. You will get the setup. It's totally free and it's a Docker based file. So you just have to run and configure the IP address. That's it. It will be run automatically. Nothing we have to do lots of customization part. So it's easy to install, and maybe you can take help of with cloud, but I recommend not to go right now in the cloud because it's a premium access I'm using right now for the cloud subscription. Okay, so you can install in a local system or on virtual machine. It's easy to use. It's totally free of cost. Okay, so this is a dashboard you will get after configuring that thing in a part. So there I will just log in with my admin credential. Okay, so yeah, so this is how a dashboard look like, something like this. So right now for a demo purpose, I have added two agents. Okay, there you can see. So one is running on Windows Server 2022, and this is running on Ubuntu 22. Okay, so this two agent is working actually a remote machine, maybe correct. So that is why it collect all the information. So we can go to the main dashboard. This is the first front page of Wazuh. There you can see the security event. So in security event, what actually happened? What kind of alert is coming? Any notification is coming? That you can see here. So on the Min3 attack framework, you can categorize like somebody is doing brute force attack, somebody is taking remote service access, or somebody is collecting email details, or DDoS attack is happen on your system, or it become a part of CNC architecture, so that you can get the idea. And multiple things like password guessing, multiple thing you can do. So these are the some sample data I collected to showcase you how the dashboard look like. And this is the actual data that is we fetch. It is in the JSON format. It will collect the all the logs, and it will then display on the dashboard something like this. So it is running on Kibana dashboard. Okay, Kibana is actually used to create a beautiful dashboards. And in the backend, the events will look like something like that. Okay, this is how it look like. So if you see anybody is trying to log in, anybody is trying to do brute force, anybody is trying to log in with SSH, this kind of alert you will get, like attempt to log in with the non-existing user. So you will get an alert like on a specific time period, somebody is trying to access Wazuh server. So it will give you a detail like from which location, which country, even the altitude part, you will get it. And this is the IP address you get. So you can block that particular IP with the help of firewall. So next time if somebody is trying to get login, they will be blocked. That's how the full details you will collect here. It's a very big area, but I'm just simplifying this thing in a very simpler manner. That's how these events look like. Okay. Now let's go to main dashboard, and here you can see the integrity monitoring that I told about. The file modification, something is happened. So that detail you will collect here, like somebody have modified the file, somebody have deleted a file from that host system, or somebody have added. So that you will get here in the dashboard. Event will look like in this way. Okay, so this is how we will collect. Like you can see the location also. So on Windows, somebody is trying to do some deletion. It is modified, like update is done. Somebody is running on CentOS, some temporary file is added. Somebody is running on Amazon file. Okay, so that's how you will get the exact location. Modification, deletion is done, that you will get it. That's we call as the integrity of a file. And this feature we call as the integrity monitoring. Also, if you click on the inventory part, so here you can also check out that on which endpoint device, what kind of applications are running. So let's suppose if I take Windows operating system as a example. So there you will see all the registry details files like here, window registry, and what are the applications are running in the background with the exact location. Okay. So these are the information you will see. And even if you go to window registry, there you will get all the list. Okay, depending on the perspective, you can check the location. You can click on this file, you will get the details, something like this. What is the exact file, even the hash file. This we use for further analysis part. But for now, that's how we can get the details. Okay. Let's go to main dashboard. So apart from that, we have multiple options like we can also monitor AWS cloud services, or we can integrate with Azure. So this is called the different models. This is for the auditing and policy monitoring part, not more into the technical perspective, but for the auditing perspective, it is important. These are the compliance basis, you will get the information. And for threat detection and hunting part, so vulnerability finding you will get from here. And then you can also get the information from the alert part. So we can integrate with the VirusTotal. If somebody is downloading some malicious file, any unknown link if you have created, you will get you the exact location and some signature. So I think VirusTotal everybody know that we can use to identify if some unknown link is come on your mail ID or WhatsApp. You not have to open that file or that link. You can scan on VirusTotal, so it will give you the detail that this is a malicious or not. Okay. And if you go for in technical perspective, so this is how the logs will come. This is little bit take time to understand. Okay, like from which name, what is the location of the file. You can click on this and check even on the internet also. For integrity, it is secure or not. That's how you will get. So it is showing that it's undetectable. That means the link is secure. You can log in or you can open that link. Okay, so that's how you will able to filter it. It will take time to learn this all the platform, but that is how you can learn one by one. Now, apart from that, you can also create users and rules. So there you can go on the stack management. You will get the patterns that we want to filter it up. Okay, multiple options we can do. Here you can create reporting part. You can integrate with the Slack channels. You can also integrate with the email notifications. So these are the settings we need to do. Right now I didn't have done because this is just for a demo purpose. Okay, just to give you an overview. And all the logs, if you want to search on the discovery option, you will get all the logs, whatever it is collecting on the Wazuh server. Okay, and you can filter out as per the specific timeline part, or you can even specifically last 1 year of collection to get it. So that's how all this thing is actually work. And let's suppose you want to add a new agent or new host machine. So you have to go to the agent options, and here you can reply a new agent. So there we have this, all the operating system is supported, like Red Hat, CentOS, Ubuntu, like almost so if you go Ubuntu, you will get like which kind of architecture it is running. Okay, ARM based architecture or 64-bit or 32-bit architecture. There you can provide this server IP, and in the last you will get this command. So just you have to copy this command and run it on that Linux machine, and then you can just restart the agent service. That's all we have to do. After that, in 1 or 2 minutes, it will give the details on the here. Then it will be added as a 3. So that's how this thing is actually work. All the information you will get from here. Okay. So let me give you one more detail. Let's suppose if you go to the agent, and this is a Linux machine I am collecting. So this is the overview about the specific one system detail. You will get this thing. Anybody knows about Mintre attack framework? Let me get a little idea. Okay, I got one answer, that is Kiran only knows. Nobody else knows about Mintre attack framework. Okay, so if I simplify what actually Mintre attack is all about is, so Mintre is actually you can say framework on which we will learn about the life cycle about a malware or advanced persistent threat, any kind of threat it can be. So how taking a simple example of ransomware. So ransomware, how it will attack in your system. Maybe you visited some unknown website, or maybe you have downloaded some cracked software, or maybe you have downloaded some file from torrent. Then it will be installed in your system, and when you run that application, that malicious software, it will encrypt your all personal files like images, document, in any random encryption extension. Now to decrypt and recover your data, they will ask for key. Okay, that's how the ransomware is built. Ransom means asking a money, and where is stand for malware. So to unlock or to recover your data, you have to pay some amount. It can be range from $100 to $1,000, depending on the hacker's mindset. So that's how the ransomware is work. Now this whole life cycle process we can learn and understand and detect with the help of Mintre attack framework. Okay, so it's a open source platform. You can have the official site, and there you can see the full steps, how this thing is actually work, what is the impact you will get on the agent. So like somebody have type brute force attack, somebody doing denial of service attack. So this kind of dashboard you will get it on a specific agent on Ubuntu. This is a Ubuntu agent, so it is given ID 002. So any kind of network failure is done, something like that, you will filter it out here. And this dashboard creation is also easy. Maybe in future, if we got chance, we can showcase. So okay, so let's go a little back one step. That is a dashboard. that we have collected for the Ubuntu agent. Now, if you go to the event, you will get the step by step all the filtering links and that part, like some user change, something like that. So I have created one user. Here you can see it get alert. Okay, so I can showcase you on real time. Let me go to last 15 minutes. Will apply. Okay, so right now you can see for the last 15 minutes, there is a no event or alert is created because there is no activity is going on. Okay, so this machine is running here, this Linux agent. Okay, so I have the terminal access that is an Ubuntu machine. You can cross verify by the help of IP address. Let me showcase you. So this is a private IP we have of this Linux machine. It is a Ubuntu machine. So I have taken the SSH connection because it is running on cloud. So I don't have the full access part. So what I will do, I will just see here. Let me connect. So I got the connection and I will switch to root user. Then let me clear the screen. And here you can also see, if you type who am I, you will get like you are a root user. Okay, and if you check the IP address, you will see the IP addresses we have got there. So this is a private IP and this is a private IP. So that is same. Now I will try to create some user or maybe delete. I'm just using add user, providing some password. Okay, details, and then done. That is done. Now if you go to this part and let me refresh it. So you can see we got 8 event hit. So right now you can see, as per the Mintre attack framework, you can get some tactic IDs to get approach that how the thing is work. But here you can see, when I got a log out, I have again login. You can see authentication success. After login, session is open. Okay, and then here you can see new group and new user is added. That is user password change. So this 3 ID will tell that on that remote machine somebody have created a new user or somebody have deleted. If I go and I can use user del and I will delete this user. Okay, and then here you will get, so let me refresh once more. You can see one hit we have got, information from the user was changed. That means somebody deleted its Mintre part. So you can click and specifically see the user data, user detail change, on which location the file is updated. Multiple things we can do on a real time. So this is called the real time monitoring part we are able to do. So whatever the activity is happening in your local system as an endpoint part, we can able to capture here. If somebody is trying to do without having the root access or administration access, you will get the alert here. And then maybe we can try to block it, or maybe we can call that particular owner of the laptop or system that somebody is trying to access without knowing your permission or something like that. So that's how the monitoring is work at a small level. Okay, with the help of dashboard, what actually happened, we can see multiple systems access at the same time, like how many times somebody have got the access, somebody not. So we can collect here also, like 24 hours, full day, how many event is happened. That's how the monitoring is actually done here in that part. Okay, so that's all about the little overview. Of course, it's a very long journey in terms of monitoring perspective. I just given a small part, maybe you got a little idea that how real time we can tackle. If any kind of attack is happen, you will get the alert on the dashboard. Then you can able to monitor, block that particular IP at the same time. So that is done by the administration who have the access of the SOC. Okay, so let's moving further. That's part we have. Before that, we will discuss about the career in SOC. Anybody have any question in terms of SIEM, in terms of Wazuh, in terms of AWS? You all can ask. You can ask in Hindi or English. I'm comfortable in that, not in Kannada, but yeah. So we'll take a few questions, then we will discuss a little bit about the possibilities. Yeah, QRadar is also a SIM tool that you can also use. Definitely Q&A session. Maybe we can take one separate session also if we got multiple questions. Okay. Yeah. So if we talk about the career in SOC, so it is again a bright career we can have. Mainly we do real-time monitoring, analysis, and then how to tackle. And further, you can go for threat hunting and threat intelligence or incident response skills perspective to grow your career in SOC part. Okay, what are the skills is needed? So these are the key skills needed. You can have a little knowledge about the networking, very strong foundation is needed. The backend about a little overview about the attacks, what are the attack is going on. A little knowledge you required for the administration perspective because you have to manage multiple systems at the same time remotely. So these are the key skill is needed. I will share the PPT so you can go through and learn it. And these are the more in detail when you go to SOC level 1, SOC level 2, and then SOC level 3. Okay, so that's how you can grow your career in the SOC part. And multiple openings are available in India as well as in other foreign countries also. So that's how you can build the basic things that is required in terms of SOC part. That is Linux operating system. You have to know different operating system backend part, how the log management is going on, how you can do monitoring, then overview about the network protocols, network security, endpoint security. There you will learn about the firewall, IDS, IPS, event management thing, and then you can move to the SIM solution. Any tool you can take. It can be QRadar, it can be Wazuh, it can be Splunk. Just use that particular tool to understand the filtering, monitoring, and then you can move to the SOC profile to apply for a job and get a job in that part. Okay, so these are the key skills. I just said that you want to learn, do practice, and keep exploring more and more. Okay, so I hope this is all from my side. You want to connect, you can connect on LinkedIn. I will share more details for the learning resources because I have collected. I will share the group chat so you all get learn a little bit more in detail about the SOC, threat intel, and yeah, this is more into the defense perspective. Okay, this is totally a defense approach that you have. So I will sharing in the group chat. You all can get it. Okay, so that thing you can all do. Anybody have any question or query? So let me know. Okay. Yeah. So that's all from my end. Anybody have any question or query?
Thank you,
You
Mukesh.
all can
That
ask.
was
Yeah. No problem. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you, Mukesh. That was a good walkthrough that you gave.
Hmm.
I think many people got some idea about the topic what you are discussing for the entire webinar. Uh, so I have few questions for you, and I
Mhm.
think even people wants to know also.
Yeah.
Like now, maybe after pandemic, if my knowledge is right, after pandemic, the cybersecurity started booming, and as a
Definitely.
cybersecurity people, we are also getting more of demand after pandemic. But for training alone, you were started 5 years before. I think you pursued your career around like 6, 7 years back. What made
Yeah.
you choose your cybersecurity?
Like at the time of college, I can say when I was going. So there are multiple, colleges are available. They are providing BCA or BTech in computer engineering.
Okay.
But when I was applying, I got a few of the colleges that are actually new, they are providing specialization in BTech with cybersecurity and cloud computing part. So from there, instead of going with the traditional bachelor degree in computer engineering, I choose that specific, that let's learn something new, challenge ourselves and get into this on that part. So from there, I got the interest in cybersecurity, and then I
Okay.
started my journey in that area. Yeah,
But like nowadays it's have more demand. Okay, so people
definitely.
who are in a different background, people who studied just computer science, now they wants to switch their career to cybersecurity, because
Yeah,
the more calls what we are getting in Razz Security is from different background, like people who didn't pursue their cybersecurity in the bachelor's, masters. They are coming here and they want to switch their career to cybersecurity. They want to upskill and all these things. But when you pursued after 2 to 3 years, maybe there was no much demand about cybersecurity.
definitely.
Maybe your colleagues or your batchmates might change to some other career, but what made you be there? What pushed you to be in cybersecurity? You can choose some other domain, like others. You also may choose some other career path, but what made you stay in cybersecurity till this day?
I can say it's all about the learning new things. Of course,
Okay.
while doing the hacking, we have lots of fascination that we learn about how to hack social media accounts, how to hack Wi-Fi. From there, we got interest. But people not getting a job at that time.
Okay.
So there is, one option that can we go for another job? Can we go for freelance? But what stick us to me as a same career path is that there is a lots of good potential in terms of cybersecurity. Even we can go for different IT career field. Take example of data science, AI, machine learning, or software development. So technology change, maybe the position will change, but at the end, we required somebody who want to secure their personal data privacy part. So I
Okay.
think that's one thing that stick to me, that we have to be in cybersecurity only. It cannot be no change or replaced by any other technology at the same time. Yeah.
So like what are the hurdles that you faced in your career?
Hurdles, we can say at that time we are not having a proper resources. Even I can say today also we have resources are available online, but there is no proper
But it
mentor or
started increasing actually.
increasing. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So uh, it is having a profit as well as some losses also there, because if you are
Yes, yes,
getting
yes.
lots of resources, as on Telegram and torrent we can download lots of
Correct,
recordings
correct,
and
correct.
videos, but it got confused for the beginner who is
Yeah,
totally
I
no
think I
beginner.
think this will take
That's
a little more years to what to say, to put in a proper umbrella. Like,
proper.
yes,
Definitely.
I think someone has raised Kiran.
Yeah.
I think this Kiran has asked cybersecurity can be replaced by AI. Is it true, Mukesh? What's your
uh,
answer to that?
for me it's totally no, 100% no, because even if integrating AI technology in different, taking example of IoT.
Okay.
Okay. But if we are integrating, we are becoming smart devices, smart robots, smart drone. But at the end, it can be handled or managed by some computer. There, the data is stored. So that security we have to provide. So as a security expert, we have to deal that how we can secure that system.
Yes, I think
Correct.
those things AI can't replace, right?
That thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. So any other question we have
If
got?
people have any doubt, they can text or like you can raise your hand. Just Siddesh. Mukesh, I think you can see the chat, right?
Yeah, I can see the chat
Okay.
properly.
Okay. I think someone is asking about scope, about network security versus application security.
So if we talk about network security, it's totally a different field, and application security is also totally different field. But as a common, you have a knowledge of both, basically the computer networking and application approach. So as per your interest, you can go and enter into the network security. There you can learn about the firewall, router security, infrastructure security, telecom security, like mobile tower communication security or satellite security. If you go into the application security, we have mobile applications, system software application security, source code review is there. Okay, so these are the fields that we have. So as per your interest, you can go in both any area. It's up to your passion and how much you want to go more in depth. So that I think it's your own decision. Maybe we can say that it's good to go in network security, or it's good to go web application, but no, that will be a wrong suggestion from my side. It depends on your interest, and career is bright in both area, I can say. Yeah.
Yeah, people who are asking for LinkedIn ID, we will be sharing in the community. Don't worry, we'll be sharing
Yeah.
his LinkedIn profile in the community. If you people are not in a community, just join the community. You will be getting more updates like this. And I think it's my last question, Mukesh. So,
Yeah.
for people who are planning to switch their career in cybersecurity, I think few people might be here. As you discussed in the beginning, I think more of beginners are in this webinar.
Yeah.
So, what's your advice to them? Like where they can start?
Mhm.
What's your advice?
Basically, I can say this is for the all the perspective. Like if you're from non-technical background, let's suppose you have done BCom or engineering electronics or civil or mechanical. If they want to also come, so the core thing that you have to learn is the first stage, that is Linux operating system, computer networking, little understanding about the cryptography, how encryption, decryption, and algorithms are working, and then little overview about the operating system. That is the first step that you have to clear. In the second stage, you can learn about the cyber fundamentals, attacks, different kind of attacks like password attack, encryption attack, web-based application attacks, or network-based application attack. And then you can go to any good platform there. You can do practice after learning this thing in the implementation part. Maybe we can take example of try hack me platform or hack the box, or we have open source called mulhub. There you can download virtual machines and do practice, or maybe you can take participate in CTA platforms that is totally free. In different events you can go and then implement that learning. So that's how you can grow up, and then you got a little idea that in which area in cybersecurity you want to go. Maybe you want to become a web application pen tester or network pen tester, or you want to go in SOC as a different part, maybe in blue teaming or red teaming. So that's how you can grow. It will take time. I cannot say that in 1 month you will become security expert. It will take around 1 month to up to 6 months.
Yes, Mukesh. Yes, sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt. So, if it will be better if you say your like journey of cybersecurity as a walkthrough, like
Mhm.
a brief, how you started and something like a story,
Uh,
you can say.
in a short way, I can say I have taken my bachelor in computer engineering, which is a
Okay.
specialization again in IT and cloud computing. After that, in the college placement, I didn't take part in the placement part. Like they are taking a participate in the software development or software part. Instead of that, I have moved to the internship in cybersecurity, and then I joined some companies which is working in cybersecurity in startups. Mainly, I prefer for the startup to learn more, and from there I learned lots of things. Parallelly, I have done some certifications as per the industry requirement. So that's a approach I have done, and learning new things and taking community participations, because in community you will learn and meet lots of new peoples. So
Yes,
that
that
will
is good
explore you
actually.
more.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's the agenda of community, I guess. Like we can meet
definitely.
the like-minded people and we can
Hmm.
share our things uh, because everyone can't experience the same thing like equally. Some
Hmm.
might be having
Definitely.
more experience and they will be having an opportunity for the experience.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, that's good.
So
Uh,
definitely.
and Certification versus skills. I think, guys, many questions will be there after the webinar.
Hmm.
I understood, and we'll be conducting a more webinars like this every week, every weekends, most probably Saturday or Sunday, every weekends. So stay with us in the community, and I think Mukesh also will be in the community. If you guys have any doubt, you can ask in the community. We can grow together. It's not like only
Yeah.
we will grow and you have to listen. If you can participate in the community program and everything, and you can be a part in this place, and you can host your own webinar. We will be supporting you. Okay, all the experts are here to support people who are coming up. Like always, we have to lift up people who doesn't have the opportunity to do. Thank you, Mukesh, for the webinar, and
Yeah.
I think you are very busy.
Yeah.
Thanks for the
Definitely.
time. This is our WhatsApp community link. You can join, and people who are interested in cybersecurity and they are due to some reason if they didn't participate in this webinar, you can share it with your friends, and you can share this experience what you learned from here. We have many webinars in the lineup. Next week also we have a webinar and few more things also there, and we have few products for the community to launch. We are waiting for it, and keep supporting us, and thank you so much, Mukesh. So we'll see in the next program, or like the opportunity whatever we are getting in the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks
Thank you
again.
so much.
Yeah. Thank you all. Bye
Thank
bye.
you so much. Thank you. Thanks for the people who joined. Good evening, and yeah, signing off. Take care. And if you have any doubts, you can always ask in the community. And I'm waiting for 2 minutes for the people who wants to join in the community. Okay. Thank you so much for the joining on this wonderful evening on Sunday. I know this is a party day for people who are in different places. Uh, yeah. Thank you so much.